Hi, my name is Matthew Yellen, and I'm presenting what would happen to the internet if it vanished from the world. According to Internet Live stats, almost 4 billion people worldwide are using some kind of internet in their everyday life. We as a society have implemented the internet so much that it would be almost impossible for us to roll on as it once did. By a show of hands, who has a smartphone? Exactly, almost everyone. How many do you think the world would almost end if you ever lost it forever? As we can see, technology has swallowed our lives. This being said, what would happen to the human race and the world if the internet suddenly crashed down on us due to a massive glitch or a perfectly planned hack? Also, in what way can we repair such an awful event if it ever took place? The internet we have created today isn't simply a single engine running off of Wi-Fi. In fact, it's the complete opposite of what many of us perceive. The internet uses an intricate system called IPs, or stands for Internet Protocols, connecting to a single point, binding multiple routers to each other. In other words, when you're searching for a website like YouTube, you're connecting to the YouTube router. However, the internet has no kind of security system that backs up these websites, other than simple firmware, which is easy for hackers to get by. Because of this, small glitches in the system can easily be corrupted, and codings can break the internet. Hackers can have a playday with their perfectly planned attack that easily slips under the radar of security. For example, because of this, attacks can destroy things even outside of the internet, like personal lives. For example, last year, we experienced a brutal attack that released private images of celebrities to the world with a simple way around the system of the storage named iCloud. However, this isn't exactly a hack, but it shows us that the internet has a lot of holes and vulnerabilities in its system. However, even with all the firewalls and security that can be put into place, there will always be a hole in the systems for hackers to get into, even if it's a needle in a haystack. This brings me to the subject that the internet needs some kind of backup if it all went wrong at some time. 2 years ago, a TED Talk given by Danny Hills, who shares the same idea as me, and that we need a plan B for whatever may happen. In the early stages of the internet, was only really used for military communication. But as a result, the internet has grown without a responsible parent and has developed vulnerabilities in its security. However, it is obvious that it has spread so drastically that the world will become corrupt if it is stripped from mankind. Because of this, we need a system that we can rely on, that can keep running everyday life. Maybe it doesn't need to be something exactly like the internet, but it needs to be able to make emergencies like riots, fires, and massive earthquakes. While this system holds the human race together, the internet can easily be repaired by someone with knowledge. Now, we might not be able to use our iPhones for some time, but we can hope to have faith and see another day of mankind. Thank you.